Hello everybody, welcome back to shadowslinger18. We are doing the second podcast. This is week 2 of our podcasts. I'm saying week 2. This is the second night we've been up, and we just want to do another podcast. Not as late this time. It's only like 11, but we're doing the exact same thing. We're just gonna be sitting here in a Discord, with a crap ton of recruit bots, just talking about shit. So once again, we have like no list of points. We gotta do that at some point. We gotta make like a list of points that we can talk about. No monster this time.
Organization.
Yes, no monster this time because last night really did a number.
He's a lazy bum.
No, last night really did a number on him, and he couldn't be here for this one. So it's just gonna be.
Can't handle the truth.
Yeah. He just, so it's just gonna be me and Blades this time, and...
You can't handle our awesomeness.
Yep. So for the first thing I'm gonna talk, well, you always seem to have good things to talk about, so what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. One thing I saw on the news was, it's the 4th of July today. And as everyone knows, when you celebrate our independence from Britain.
Anybody who doesn't live in America, which is probably none of the people that watch me.
Actually, I do know a lot of adults who don't even know why we celebrate 4th of July.
What the heck is their problem? Who doesn't know?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you should know what that is if you live in America. Seriously.
I mean, most people who don't even live in America. Yeah, this is the Warthog, by the way. I told that's what it is.
Yeah,
the entire map. Anyways,
I got lightning strike already.
So, yeah, that's proof that we're playing Black Ops 2 again. But yeah, like today is today is July 4th.
What is this idiot bot doing? He was standing here with a sniper rifle shooting the doorway.
They're recruits. What do you expect? But today is July 4th. My family didn't celebrate it today because it was too wet outside, and also we couldn't grill out tonight. So we're gonna be doing all that tomorrow. Hopefully, if we don't get rained out again.
It's still 5-7. It's fun.
But I watched like a few YouTube videos, and I think there was a few things. Yeah, the way we have well, going back to a point from last night, I think. When do you plan on getting your PS4?
Should be within maybe 1 to 2 months.
Yeah,
shouldn't
same
take
here.
too long.
I'm hopefully getting mine for my birthday, which is August 18th. So hopefully I can get a PS4 for my birthday, because then I'm actually going to be able to post good gameplay. Not a Fortnite. You can.
No Fortnite. No Fortnite. Everybody will never do that.
Yeah, everybody on my channel that hates Fortnite, trust me, you are going to love my channel, because it is going to have stuff like Black Ops 4, The Crew 2, Battlefield 5, stuff like that. It's going to be just basically good shooters. H1Z1 is going to be one of the only battle royales that I post. Nothing else.
Watch out, I'm dropping bombs.
You actually saved my life, thank you. But yeah, back to that.
Don't I always?
But yeah, back to that. Whenever you get your PS4, what are some of the first games you want to get?
I definitely want to get Fortnite because my sister keeps bugging me about it.
You just said no Fortnite.
No, I'm not going to be doing videos of it. I'm going to play it, but... I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's starting to get annoying.
I don't like Fortnite, one, because I'm not good at it. I don't think I ever will be, because I'm not good at, anything that if you only have one life, and if you get killed, you're dead. I don't like that, nor do I... That's why I really don't play Search and Destroy, or anything like that in Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 3, or anything like that, just because... It's really not what I'm into. Because I suck at Call of Duty. The only reason that we play Call of Duty is, one, because it's just really easy to record on. Because especially whenever you're playing with just recruits, because they don't recruits don't do much. They just shoot at you.
I need to get I need to get Black Ops 3 and
Yeah, I'm gonna.
World War 2.
I'm not getting World War II because I just don't.
Well, I like the whole I like playing it with my friends usually. One of my school buddies.
I'm getting Black Ops 3
that
only for the
his
zombies. I'm not gonna be playing the multiplayer. I'm only gonna be playing the zombies.
Is zombies good on Black Ops 3? I don't know.
Yes, it's the best. It's the best zombies in multiple people's opinions. Like,
I like the idea that they've been going for lately with Advanced Warfare and a bot just sniped me. What a jerk. With Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, with the whole mobility aspect, you can run on walls, you can fly, all that.
personally, on Black Ops 3, if you ever play with me, if I don't have Blast Suppressor, because the thing with those movements is if you use those movements, you get seen on the map.
You show up on the minimap.
Yeah, you get pinged on the map.
Yeah.
And I use the movements so much to the point where you always see me on the map. Like, it's actually crazy how much I use my movements. And although you don't play BO3, do you know what the guns are? Do you know, like, a good bit of the guns?
Yes.
Like, do you know what the VMP is?
Yes.
The VMP, or like the Vesper, or guns like that, I am so quick with. Because I use perks that speed me up most of the time. Because although in real life I'm not really fat, but I'm fat, I'm overweight. In video games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, I like to be as fast as possible. I like using SMGs. I like using lightweight. I like using stuff like that. And because of that, on Black Ops 3, I can go so fast that, like, I actually was playing a free-for-all game once with the VMP where I was juking people so hard to the point where they actually raged, like, in the chat. It was crazy.
Stop moving so I can shoot you.
Yeah, like that. That's exactly what they said. Because I constantly slide, I constantly boost, I constantly run. I am always moving in Call of Duties. The only time I'm not moving is if I'm sniping or something like that. Because in Black Ops 3, I don't quickscope. I only quickscope in Black Ops 2. So, yeah. We already talked about the PS5, but here's some little bit tidbit of news. A YouTuber already posted about this, but I might even be the second YouTuber who posted about this. I don't know, but Call of Duty 2019, Call of Duty that's not Black Ops 4. That's the next Call of Duty game. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be MW4. But there's nothing said about that except that there's a job listing.
I'm thinking it might be based on Afghanistan or something. That seems to be mainly what we're fighting right now.
Well, a lot of people are thinking it's going to be MW4, but there's no information about it except that there is a job listing for a video game there's a little part in it that says something about multiple next-gen consoles. And that might just sound like, so it's like PS4, PC, Xbox, stuff like that. Xbox One, stuff like that. But what that would really mean is, like, the next actual generation of consoles. Like PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever the fuck it's going to be, and so on. So, a lot of people are thinking that around 2019, 2020, 2021... that's when the next generation of consoles is going to come out, which is great, but it sucks for me and a lot of my friends because we are only just recently getting our PlayStation 4s. Two of my friends, for instance, Monster, he just got his PS4 this year. Another friend of mine, Michael, who my YouTube channel knows, he just got his PS4 this year. Another friend of mine named Conrad, which my YouTube channel knows, only got his PS4 2 years ago. I think not even that, only a year and a half ago, something. So
I'm also thinking about getting a PC.
I already have my laptop, and it's good enough. The only thing that sucks about it is it has no space, but I could buy space for it if I wanted to. But I'm only gonna do that whenever it gets really bad. But anyways, back to that. So, a lot of people are starting to speculate how, like, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, whatever the hell it's going to be, looks like. And
I thought about something.
what?
I wonder if we can mess with the bot's AI by doing the Easter egg
Imagine.
and having me stand in the middle of the town and just watching the NPCs act like idiots.
Yeah, they'll probably
kill
just
me.
stand around us, just knifing us, honestly, and just waiting for us to get out of the game. But anyways, back to what I was saying. A lot of people are starting to speculate what the PlayStation 5 and stuff is going to look like, and a lot of people are thinking that the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, whatever, is going to have 2 to 3 terabytes, or 1 terabyte is going to be like the normal PlayStation 5, like the normal $400, like $300, $200, whatever the hell it's going to be. PlayStation 5 is only going to have 1 terabyte. Then the next PlayStation 5, which is going to be like the PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever, is most likely going to have 5K abilities, which 5K is already a thing. Not many people know about it, nor can many people even afford it. But which like is basically the exact same thing I said about 4K last night. I mean,
I
last
don't
week.
get.
What?
Why is everybody just trying to improve the graphics so much? Just focus on the gameplay in the first place.
Well, that's what one of the main criticisms about Black Ops 3 on old gen is that the graphics are terrible. And I'm like, yeah, they're awful, but the game runs just fine unless you're playing with a person who has shitty-ass internet that's the host. Black Ops 3 is a perfectly good game on old gen. The graphics are just shit. That's what I hate about nowadays. People have become like completely just engulfed by, I need better graphics, I need better graphics. And Battlefield, I understand why they're doing it. That's like one of their thumb marks, that's like one of their main things they do in their games. They push the graphics to the limits. And a lot of games are starting to like do that, where they just push the graphics to the absolute limits of what they'll go. And I'm pretty sure that they can even go further, for most games. But like a lot of people are saying that it's going to be, the PlayStation 5 is going to have 1 terabyte normally, 2 terabytes to a terabyte and a half, which would be a terabyte and 500 gigabytes, I think. And it's going to have 4 to 5K abilities with obviously like 1080p, 1044p or whatever it is, stuff like that. And I think that too, because if you think about it, what's it going to be like in 2021, like 2020, 2019, 2021, stuff like that? Because like in 2018,
Dude.
we've already flown a car to space. Like, I don't know if you knew about that, but like a half a year ago or something like that now, or a few months ago maybe, Mark Zuckerberg.
Bot just quick scoped me.
Mark Zuckerberg, I think it was, launched a Tesla into space, like using a rocket engine. Basically,
Like a Tesla coil?
no, like a type of car, like the Tesla car.
Why would you put a car in space?
I don't know. It was, I guess, just a big thing that the world wanted to do. But do you know what the flying car looks like in GTA 5? That little flying Voltic, I think it's called, like the rocket Voltic.
I'm having like connection issues or something.
What do you mean? Can you not hear me?
I'm constantly stopping.
Well, that's why we are. That's why we put recruit bots on, so that even if you are doing that, you.
No, they surrounded me. And I got killed because of it.
But anyways,
Yeah,
back to what I was saying.
Hey,
what?
Let's ditch the bots and have a sniper duel.
No, because then we have to
I
focus.
want to do window wars.
But we're doing a podcast right now. We'll do that after the podcast, okay? We're gonna try to make this one. Yeah, we're gonna try to make this one in an hour this time, because last night's was only, or last week's.
2 hours.
No. Last night's was only 51 minutes, almost an hour, but no cigar. Which I'm very surprised that in 51 minutes we made it to 1,400 and some kills. That's very, very surprising.
No, wasn't it 2 hours long?
No, only 51 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And there wasn't even any.
Oh, right. We
yeah,
were just in chat for 2 hours.
Yeah, there wasn't even like a break in the video. Like it went from start where I was talking about like how we didn't even focus on the video, and then to finish where I was saying like goodbye to the YouTube channel, and then. But anyways, back to what I was saying because you keep on freaking interrupting me. What the fuck? Yeah, but anyways, what games do you think are going to be like the first out games for the next generation of consoles?
See, I hope they come out with another BioShock.
Another BioShock. Yeah, YouTube, you guys don't know this guy much, but he is like a big fan.
I love BioShock.
He's like a big fan of BioShock and Destiny and all that stuff. Like he's into those like big storyline games or like big. Cause me, I don't like to spend too much time in a game. I like to like play it a little bit. That's why I don't play any Call of Duty campaigns. I've only played like one Call of Duty campaign, and that was
Well, I like stuff like BioShock and Prey and all that. Just kind of the big choices and advancement kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Prey.
Oh, so you like Telltale type of stuff?
Kind of. Telltale is kind of they throw in a lot of surprises. I don't really like that much. But
Telltale games
jump scares with zombies.
I don't like that type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that. But as you probably know, in BioShock you have something called Adam. But there's only
I've only ever watched one like 6-hour live stream of BioShock, and that was like 6 years ago, and it was like Syndicates. So no, I don't know much about BioShock.
Well, as most people know, in BioShock there is a thing you can get to upgrade yourself and your powers called Adam. Okay. And basically, there's only a few ways to get it. You can kill the Big Daddy, who guards the little sister. And you can basically kill the little sister and get twice as much Adam as you would get from saving her.
Huh.
Yeah.
But how hard is the little sister to kill?
Basically, it's easy. You just have to take out the Big Daddy, and that's it. She's defenseless.
Oh.
That's why the Big Daddy's a thing.
Oh, okay.
In BioShock 2, you are the Big Daddy. You're an alpha. You're like a special breed. You're one that can use powers and all that. There's also Big Sisters who have giant like harpoons on their arms, like giant razor blades almost, and they'll just stab you and collect. They'll get at them themselves too.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah. But you have that choice of, do I want to save, and this is what like controls the story. If you get a bad ending or a good ending, is if you save the little sister.
So let me guess: if you kill the little sister, you get a bad ending. If you don't, you get a good ending.
Yes. If you kill all of them, you get the worst ending possible. But if you save them, it's going to be a harder game because you get less Adam.
Huh.
Yeah.
See,
but you get to feel like a good person.
See, one of the Telltale games I'm really excited to play, or like one of a Telltale-ish game, like where you can make your own choices and stuff. One game I'm really excited to play that just recently came out, that's only just getting traction now that like a lot of YouTubers have played it, is I don't know if you've heard of it. Detroit Become Human. Have you heard of that game?
I have heard of that. Yes.
Yes, it's basically It's basically a like tell your own story game where you can make your own choices, and there's like a flow chart at the end of each mission, and it's really cool. Where it's basically about how it's like 2038 or something like that, and there are androids that are like these slaves type of things, where they are basically like housemaids and
becoming human. I get what's happening here.
Yeah, but they're basically like they can be housemaids. They can like walk the dogs. They can play with your children. They can help with the children.
Whole robot butler thing.
They can do everything from even sexual favors. Like there's strip clubs in the game that are dedicated to like having sex with androids.
Hey, keep things PG.
That's just one thing that I was thinking of, and
please don't take my thing.
And Oh, sorry, I didn't. Okay, I almost did. You're lucky you said it. But anyways, basically in the game, the androids have this glitch in them where they are able to break out of their programming and not become, they become sentient. They simulate human emotions, which in a lot of the games that this game creator has made that's basically what his main thing is.
To that.
Yes.
I saw a movie similar to that. I forgot what it was called. I think it's iRobot.
Something like that, yeah. But anyways, in the game, these androids make a cult called, well, they name their cult off of a boat that they seek refuge on, called Jericho.
Oh my God! Will you people stop stabbing me?
And there's one android in the 3 androids that you can control, which go as.
Oh, you have a choice?
Yeah, there's 3 different androids you can control that all have their own storyline. It's basically like GTA 5. How there's Trevor, Michael.
It's like GTA, yeah.
Yeah, it's like GTA where there's Trevor, Michael, and Franklin, but instead there's 3 androids named Marcus, Connor, which is spelled like our names, and Kara. Kara comes from a rundown neighborhood
I just shot a dude in
the heart of Detroit. She's actually the oldest model android that you play as, and she breaks out of her programming, and her main goal is to protect a little girl that she ran away with because the little girl was getting beaten, and so was she. So she breaks out of her program.
She's a motherly instinct kind of thing.
Yeah, that's basically what she is. She's basically a mother figure. And the weird thing is, later in the game, you actually, you figure out that the little girl you've been protecting this whole time is actually an android herself. And that's what's fucky. That's what fucked me over.
Spoiler!
Well, yes, there's gonna be spoiler. Spoiler alert. Baka. Whatever.
Yeah. Wait, what? What was the second one?
Baka. It's Chinese for spoilers. Whatever.
Oh. I thought it meant idiot.
Baka. No. But anyways.
Oh, wait, no, that's Japanese. No.
Yeah, but anyways, whenever...
Dang it!
There's the next one is Marcus. Now Marcus is completely different from Kara. He is an android that actually lives a good life. He basically takes care of this elderly painter that literally was in his teen years during whenever I think he went from 1963 to 2038, 2039, something like that. That's how old he was. Yeah, he was old. And the way he dies, actually you can decide if he dies or not. Basically he has a son that comes in and asks him for money because the son's hooked on drugs, and he says, no, you can't have any money for drugs, because he knows about his addiction and stuff. And the son says that all he cares about is his android. And that gives him a tiny heart attack anyways, because he yells, and because he's an old man, it's hard for him to yell and stuff. And then the second time you see the son, he's broken into the old man's house and is about to sell off one of his paintings, and the son starts fighting the android. And when you break out of your programming, you can decide to either fight back or endure the fighting. If you endure it, Carl dies, the son survives, and the son blames you for killing Carl, and the cops shoot you. But if you retaliate, you push Carl's son into a machine that basically kills him because it gives him brain trauma to the point of death. And but Carl survives.
Wouldn't that kill Carl too? No. I'd have a heart attack from that. Well, I wouldn't care if my kid's trying to kill me. I'd flip out if my kid died.
Well, yeah, that's what he does. But Carl still feels a little bit of understanding of Marcus. So he says. So he tells Marcus.
Programmed to protect him.
Yeah. So he tells Marcus to get out, and you can't get out. You couldn't you know how there's choices in the game. You can't decide to leave. You can either refuse. You can refuse. You can tell him that it was an accident, or you can do something else that I forget. But either way, the cops come in.
You snap his neck anyway.
No, but either way, the cops come in and kill you, or that you
that sucks.
or so you think. And then the next time you see him, he's rebooting in a like scrapyard for androids, and it's the creepiest scenery ever because you can't see that well.
There's tons of dead bodies.
You can't see that well. You can't hear that well, and you don't have your legs when you first load up. But you have
to like crawl.
You have to scavenge for parts, and like.
Oh, that would freak me out.
So yeah, you get one leg, you get the other, and when you stand up, you have to walk through this wall of android arms that are like coming out and like grabbing at you, and you have to, and it's like this really tight this really tight squeeze that you have to like slide through. It's really, really creepy. And then there's this one android at the end that grabs you and says, "Where do you think you're going?" And it's like really fucking creepy. And because you can't hear that well, all you hear is static. And because you can't see, half your screen is red. And it's like just really creepy. And then whenever you are able to hear, it's just rain and screaming. That's all it is. And then
that's a really well orchestrated, like, I guess, scene. They try to kind of put that fear into you.
Yeah, and like you can't. I'm explaining it, yeah, but you can't like acknowledge it without watching or playing the game yourself. Now, I made the mistake of watching.
Watch it.
I made the mistake of watching a playthrough, which, although is great and all, I know one of the worst endings now because I watched a playthrough. I don't know if you know the YouTube.
Tell me, because I kind of want to play it, maybe.
I won't, but I'll just tell you the playthrough. I watched. I don't know if you know the YouTuber. His name is Minilad. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Mini Lad played Detroit, and he got one of the worst endings because I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but basically,
okay, I'm fine with spoilers. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I know I will.
But
I'm not gonna.
But basically, Kara and Alice dies, which are like the two androids that were like treated shit. Kara and Alice dies in his playthrough.
The baby, the kid.
The kid and Alice dies because the cops find out they're
horrible.
Because whenever they're about to get out of the city, whenever they're about to get out of the country and go to Canada, which is the place they're seeking refuge, there's a civil war going on that Marcus started with his with the group of androids that are like trying to break androids free, and there's a civil war that started in Detroit. And
Overwatch level crap going on here.
Yeah, and basically because that civil war is happening, cops are around the entire border looking for androids that are trying to flee the country. And then Marcus does a civil war.
Help!
Marcus does a civil war where he is the leader of the entire like squad. And like androids are just dying left and right, but because androids obviously have computer algorithms in them, they are like dead shot aims. Like, you know how humans can screw up their aim sometimes? Yeah. Androids don't. Androids do not screw up their aims. Because during one mission of the game, Marcus breaks into like a news tower and broadcasts a like speech of freedom across the entire country, and during that there's a guy that runs off that you can choose to shoot or let survive. And Minilad he killed the guy, and it was one pistol bullet straight to the heart, instant dead.
Dang.
Yeah, like straight through the.
Why would you kill the guy?
Well, Minilad, whenever he was playing through the game, forgot that the cops were already on their way up as soon as they broke into the tower.
Yeah, but let me shoot a guy while the cops are showing up.
And the thing is, if you do that, there's a gauge, it's called the public opinion, where it goes like scarily down. And Minilad's game, whenever he did that, at the end of his game, his public opinion was public enemy, which is the worst, which is one of the worst public opinions ever. Now, if you don't kill the guy, your public opinion actually goes up to trusted.
This reminds me of Infamous 2.
Yeah.
I think Infamous 1, 2, and Second Son have this meter. Basically, the way it works is, actually, I don't think the Second Son has it. It's karma. You basically get a karma meter, where if you hurt innocent, there's these blast shards that you can use to increase how much energy you have to, like, shoot your, electricity. There's, like, separate missions. You can disarm bombs and save cops and all that, and you get good karma.
Huh.
But there's also red missions that you can do that will give you more rewards. It's kind of like Bioshock system. You can do evil things and get more, or you can do good things and get less. But if you end the game with good karma, then you get basically the good ending. You help out the spoilers, like a lot. But this game is old, so if you haven't played it by now,
what you doing?
Not my fault.
Yeah,
not my fault. But basically, spoiler alert: if you do the good ending, you help out the humans, and you basically wipe out. You die, mate. He dies. Cole dies, and you basically eradicate the conduit, which are the people with powers and all that.
Yeah.
Because you take out the beast. But if you go down the bad karma route, you help him. You basically take over for him, and he gives you all of his power because he's done killing. And he's like, you take over for me. And then basically, you become a powerhouse that kills everybody and you can activate conduits on your own just by touching people.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's based on your genes. If you have it in your genes to where you have the ability to be a conduit, you can get all kinds of powers. It's weird. In the Second Son,
what's the better
there's
ending?
people who can control concrete. There's people where you can use smoke. Basically, you get all these cool powers. There's one that's even based on video games. You get, like, angels that spawn in and swords, like, that are flying. It's really cool.
What's the best ending in your opinion?
Like,
what's the better ending?
The best possible ending that you can get in what game?
In Bioshock. In the Bioshock you were talking about.
Bioshock?
Yeah.
Bioshock 1, 2, or 3?
The one you were just talking about.
Okay, oh, wait, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Infamous the Second Son.
Oh, sorry then. I thought you were talking about Bioshock.
Yeah. Oh, in Bioshock, you get all kinds of powers. It depends, though. In Bioshock Infinite, you get abilities like Shock Jockey, where you place stone crystals that are, like, trapped. And when enemies go over them, they get tased, basically. And I've done trap rooms where you fill the whole room with nothing but Shock Jockey.
Jeez.
And enemies just instantly die. And you can stack it too. It'll insta-death people. You just saved me. I had a squad of 3 people trying to murder me.
Yeah, but
there's even one ability that is really messed up. You can use it to take over people and machines. And the way it works is it's possession. You pull the enemy to your side, and then when they're done fighting for you, they shoot them.
Wow, that's
yeah.
It's like Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh god, yeah.
When you're done with him, he just kills himself.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But I mean, sometimes that's a good thing because you can do that to turrets. And they'll just mow down waves of enemies. And then they'll explode so they don't shoot you. Basically, there's even one where you summon crows. You summon a murder of crows to peck people to death, and you can make, like, bombs out of it.
That's just creepy.
yeah, a giant swarm of crows will come out and just instantly. It'll take away the body too, so no one's there to be found. Full on like Dishonored level stuff, like the rat plague. You can summon a swarm
You
of rats
must
to
slay
take out
the rat
body.
king.
Yeah, have you played Dishonored yet?
No. I'm very limited.
Awesome.
I'm very limited to the games I've played. Honestly, I have not played that many games at all.
Yeah. I'm done talking for now. You can take over. What kind of games do you like?
I personally like
Except
just any.
Farmfield.
I like any first-person shooter. Most of any first-person shooter. I've played Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline. I've played every Call of Duty Black Ops up to Black Ops 3. I've played Advanced Warfare. I've played Call of Duty Ghost. I've played MW2, 3. I've even played the original Call of Duty. I am a Call of Duty fanboy. Like, I have The Last of Us. I've never put it in my system. I've played Far Cry 4. I want to get Far Cry 5 whenever I get a PS4. What else? I like Need for Speed, but I don't like. I'm not good at it by any means necessary. You might not know this about me, but I really love the Skylanders games. Those are really fun.
I used to play that. Yeah, I grew up on them.
Skylanders Trap Team. I actually completed the entire game, and holy shit, was that fun! Like, it's such a childish game, but there's like a few adult themes in it. Like, not like adult like fucking sex and shit, but like
no.
Like teenager stuff, like actual teenager thoughts. And then, although I didn't play it, my siblings, or I used to with my siblings, but not anymore. My siblings got what's the one that like you can create your own monsters and their own like little things.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like Skylanders Creators or something like that.
Creativerse, I think.
Yeah, or something like that, where you can create your own monsters depending on if you have that pod. And I played that Skylanders a little bit. And that was fun. My siblings never completed the Skylanders Trap Team story mode. They always played the like missions, like the fun missions that you can do for. I even forget the main antagonist's name. I haven't played it in so long. But yeah, I have like 53% of Skylanders Trap Team completed. I tried to get the platinum trophy for it, but I can't because you have to play the entire game in nightmare mode. And nightmare mode, even though this is a child's game we're talking about mostly, holy shit is nightmare mode hard. Like, it is stupid how hard nightmare mode is.
See, I was cocky when I was little, so my first ever game, like, playthrough for that,
yeah,
I chose nightmare mode. Because my brother said I couldn't do it, so I was like, you know what, I'll do it. I regretted it.
Instantly, yeah, you were like, oh shit, this is actually kind of hard.
I'd never played the game before, too, so like, you know what?
Yeah, you have to play the game on at least normal mode to get the point. Like, I played it on not the hardest mode, but the second hardest mode to begin with. And I fucking regretted it, but after I played the first mission on nightmare mode. This was
your favorite?
This is the first mission. What's my favorite figure? Like, what's my favorite?
Yeah.
What's his name? I had there was one Skylander that it was a trap master that it was like one of the original ones that came with the game. I forget his name, but he's like the blue alligator with like the water bow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him.
What about like the original game? The original
Skylanders, never played it. I started on Trap Team, which I know for a lot of people is like, what the fuck are you doing? You gotta complete the game. You gotta play through all the games to know what the fuck you're playing. I realized that.
Well, I love Trigger Happy.
I realized that especially after playing a good bit of Trap Team, because I think Trap Team kind of stems on to the rest of to all the other game stories. So, like, I might have to switch classes. I'm getting really focused and quick scoping right now because I got my sniper class now. I'm just quick scoping now. I'm getting a little bit too into it. Anyways, on Skylanders Trap Team, like, The saddest thing though, since the guy that's my favorite is like one of the original guys that came with the game, he's kind of shit. I maxed him out really quickly, like in the middle of the game, in the middle of the story. I maxed him out, and
I got the war machine.
And after doing that, I kind of just realized that as you go further into the story mode, kind of just starts being shit, and that's what it really hurt me to stop using him. Honestly, it really did, because I enjoyed using him so much because I was like a pro with his abilities. Because I had like I forget what his name is, and I wish I didn't. I don't even think I could look at the name because I renamed him my main man because I always used him. But I was so good with this one ability where it was like a whirlpool that you summoned when you stabbed the arrow into the ground. There was like this whirlpool that I upgraded it to the point where there was a squid, or there was like a squid inside of it. And I was so good with that. I was so good at using that whirlpool. And on the last mission of the game, I was planning like, oh, because I had this one villain that I trapped that it was like a broccoli guy. And he, I think that was actually his name, Broccoli Guy, where one of his abilities was to heal your trap masters. So I brought him into the battle, and I tried to use my favorite Skylander, but because of how weak he was, because he had one of the lowest health margins, like one of the lowest HPs in the entire game. He got like one popped by the main boss. Like he got insta killed. Like it was stupid. So I had to use the second trap master that I had, which thank God the trap master I got was one of the best trap masters in the game, like with one of the best with one of the best HP levels. Or else I probably would have died because I was down to only him. Like I used all of my other trap masters before him because I held him off because he was my best. So after going through every trap master, I was like, oh shit, I'm only like a quarter of the way through this main boss's health. I'm fucked. But after I got him in, I just barely kept him alive at the end by using Broccoli Guy constantly to heal him. And although Broccoli Guy's healing ability had to regenerate so much, like you can use his ability like multiple times over, but the more you use his ability, the less time you let it recharge, the less health it heals. So literally, the last amount of health I was on before I killed him was like 20 of like 3,000. It was so scary. Like I was so ready to die. I was like about to throw my controller because I had put like a fucking 30 minutes into this boss fight just to die. And after I did it, I fucking threw my controller still, but not as hard. And I just cried of victory. I was like, yeah, I fucking did it. Like I was so happy. And it was it's just the best. Like I have only completed a few main storylines of games, but it is so fucking nice to complete storylines of games.
Look how well we're doing without Monster.
I know. Oh, I just got a double headshot. But like, it is so nice to complete a story mode of a game, because whenever you get that whenever you get that final that final thing of like, good job, you completed the game. Like see the main antagonist. Yeah, no more. He's dead. But although instead of him being dead, you get to like catch him in his own special capsule. And the weirdest thing is that after finishing the game up in my room, they started playing it downstairs, and because I trapped him in his I trapped like the main antagonist in his thing, they were able to use it when they were only like in the midway through the game, and he was so OP the entire way through that game, because since he was like the main boss, he was like the strongest. So after...
I figured, like, he'd be able to use him or something.
Yeah, because the weird thing is, like, levels, like, as long as you have, like, the, like, fuck, I can't talk right now. Like, the figures that you place on the portal, like, they're like USB sticks. They have their own data. They have their own data with their own levels and stuff. So you could start a completely new game, but keep all the levels of every Skylander you ever had. that's why it was kind of easy playing through. I didn't finish Nightmare mode. I couldn't. I would just, midway through the game, I got pissed off. So I stopped playing. I don't think I've put the disc back in since. Nor have I don't even know where the disc is right now. But like midway through the game, I quit. But the thing that made getting to the quarter way so easy was I had maxed out Trap Masters, and I had whatever the antagonist's name was, and because I had all those, it was just a really easy, like, clean, like, okay, I'm now at the quarter way, this should be easy. And then whenever I got into the halfway, that's whenever it started actually getting difficult, because all of the main bosses just wrecked me in like 2 shots. Because Nightmare.
So are they called Trap Masters because they specialize in like dots?
Trap Masters are the only people that can, like, if you don't have any Trap Masters, you can't get like the bosses that you kill, because every boss that you defeat, you're able to trap in their traps, in their like respective traps. But if you don't have a Trap Master like equip, you can't, like, if you just have a normal Skylander on the portal and you finish a boss fight, which, by the way, kudos to you, because finishing a boss fight with a normal Skylander is difficult as I'll get out. But after you finish that boss fight, you'll have to place you'll have to place a Trap Master on the portal in order to trap that villain. So that's why
I remember Trigger Happy. He was seriously overpowered.
Trigger Happy. Yeah, I think my siblings have him.
Yeah. Basically, once he uses his ability, he whips out a minigun and starts mowing down everything.
Oh yeah, isn't he the guy with the dual revolvers?
Yep. He turns into Kachinka from Rainbow.
Yeah, fucking Tachanka. Yep, basically. How long have we been recording
the dude
for?
just starts firing coins like a madman too.
We've been recording for 46 minutes. I just checked on OBS. We've been recording for 60 minutes. Or 60 minutes. For 46 minutes. Okay. So, fuck. We've been talking for so long and my throat is so fucking dry. I forgot my water. Because I don't have my water with me. What is this?
Hey, buddy. Hey. Nice. Take it.
Yeah, but we've been talking for fucking so long, because last night, or last week, as YouTube's gonna see it, I had my water, and like I had a water bottle with now YouTube, you're probably not gonna understand this, but there's a water flavoring that my family gets that literally makes the water taste like Mountain Dew. It's really weird. Like watered down.
Sugary and everything?
No, watered down. Like Mountain Dew after you leave it in the fridge for like
flavoring packets can only go so far. You can't
Yeah.
Actually, you probably could add carbonation.
That's sparkling water.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you were to take
or seltzer water,
flat out clubs. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you just take like club soda and add that stuff to it, you could probably make your own Mountain Dew.
Yeah, probably.
But then again,
but I can't drink club soda. It actually makes me sick.
Why?
I just can't drink it. Like it just tastes too fucky. I can't taste it, or else I actually get sick. And I've put water flavorings in it before. Don't think I just drank it normally, because I'm not that stupid. Like, I put a water flavoring in it, and it just did not taste right. So I spit it out, dumped it down the sink. Oh, it tastes awful. I mean, it might taste different for you, because my mother likes it, but I don't like it.
I like really sweet things, so I doubt it. Or we both did.
It's bad that we've let them...
I think you just made a mistake. I just threw that right next to the house.
It's gonna land.
That is going.
It's gonna land on the balcony.
Or on top of the house, like I was thinking.
Oh fuck. Oh, it's a war machine.
Who cares? It was a death machine.
It's a war machine.
It was a death machine.
Oh yeah, it's a death machine. No HDMI.
That's a minigun, boy.
How about, okay,
I love millimeter scanners so
okay,
much.
here's a question for you. What's your favorite all-time video game? Not like you can even think as far as if you've played the older consoles, as far as like PS2, PS1 days. Like, what's your favorite video game?
Do Flash games count?
Any game, literally any game.
You know what? I'm not gonna go with Flash games because I grew up on them.
Flash games. Ooh, I know what those are. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on like Sift heads and all that, like just the whole stick man shooter kind of thing.
Yeah.
The whole mob boss and all that. Jesus,
here's the way to make it longer. What's your Wolfenstein? Nice.
Yes,
yeah.
The original Wolfenstein.
My all-time favorite video game is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Bioshock.
Grand Theft Auto. My favorite video game ever is Grand Theft Auto 5. I love the story, I love the music, and I love everything about it. It's the game I definitely know the most about. It's one of the only, now people don't consider it this type of game, but it is from its bare bones version, it is this type of game. It's an MMO. It's one of the only MMORPGs I've ever put time into. I've played a good few MMO.
What game again?
GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. The online I've put multiple hours into. I've legitly reached level 144, which is 24 levels above the basically the max level. That's like that's like the last unlock level. I've legitimately got about probably $10 million. I've unlegitimately gotten about $1 billion. But that's old gen for you. And whenever I get a PS4, it's gonna be one of the first video games I get, even though Grand Theft Auto 5 nowadays, I feel like, is oversaturated. I feel like they've put way too much random shit into it, and I just feel like it's turned into this money hog game.
Well, Rockstar has been doing that with a lot of their games lately.
Well, yeah, did you hear about how Red Dead's gonna be?
The second one?
Yeah,
no,
the second.
not yet.
Yeah,
the first one, I bought the game, and
yeah, Red Dead 2 is gonna
I can't even play it.
Why? Like Undead Nightmare?
I don't know. Yeah, it won't let me play it.
That's weird.
When I click it, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even say like I require it or anything. It just doesn't do anything. I can keep hitting the button, nothing happens. It doesn't even say like loading or anything.
Oh, I just got a really nice quick scoping streak. But yeah, anyways, now what's your favorite chill game to play? Chill games are like Flash games, Pac-Man, Solitary,
Pac-Man is not chill. Holy crap, that thing gets like intense.
But games like that, what's your favorite just game to sit down and just play? Like just like it's just a time waster game. Just to like skip through time. Like, this is the type of video game you play on what is it?
Spore.
What's Spore?
For PC.
What's Spore?
You can make your own creature, and then it goes through, like, evolution. You can build it, like, from the ground up, literally.
My favorite game to play, and people are going to call me old for this, I can already feel it, even though I'm only 15, is Tetris. I was thinking Tetris. I love playing Tetris, man. Like, I've downloaded it on my phone. Like, I just love playing Tetris. It's so fun just to see those fucking blocks of like.
And then it just drops.
Just boom. It just. I've honestly try-harded to that game before. Like, most people just consider that like chill, like sit down and play a game. I have try-harded my balls off on that game.
I win.
Like, it is so stupid.
Fun.
But yeah, but very, very fun, yes. So
what would you say is your just all-time favorite game, just ever?
All-time ever favorite game.
Yes.
I would say Grand Theft Auto 5, but after watching it, I haven't even played it yet because I don't have PS4 or anything. But after watching gameplay of it, I already know that it's gonna be my top favorite game that I'm gonna put a bunch of time into. By the way, I just got a double headshot with one bullet. It's gonna be The Crew 2. The Crew 2 is going to be one of my favorites. It's definitely going to be, without a doubt, one of my favorite games to play. Now, here's why. I love games that incorporate a huge map with vehicles. That's why I don't like Fortnite. I do not like Fortnite because of that reason. The only
That's why I like Hardline.
Yeah, that like Battlefield I like playing just because of the vehicles. Honestly, I don't care if I die in like Battlefields as long as I can fly or drive a vehicle. That's why I love Grand Theft Auto 5. That's why I love Grand Theft Auto 5 so much.
I'm a veteran to that game, but I still cannot fly a plane or a helicopter without crashing.
That's why I love Grand Theft Auto 5 so much, though, because it's just a giant map with land, air, and sea vehicles. And that's why I also think I'm going to like Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, which a lot of people probably are just saying, oh, but Black Ops 4 is just copying Fortnite because they need money. I honestly think Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, if they play this right, is going to be one of the best games out to date. Because in the E3 reveal, I forget what his name is. It's like what's like the main person for multiplayer? What's his name again?
Heck if I know, I forgot.
People used to like say like pray to this guy whenever they like whatever, but anyways, the main multiplayer.
David?
Yes, I think that's it. But whenever they were at E3, he said that the map is going to be like 1,015 times bigger, like 1,015 times the size of Nuketown.
Counter UAV doesn't work on bots, right?
UAVs work on bots, yeah.
Counter UAV.
A counter UAV? No, a counter UAV will do nothing for bots against bots.
Because they always know where you are.
Yes, but they said that it was 1,015 times the size of Nuketown. Now they were talking about Nuketown 2025. If we are considering that, and I've watched videos about this, from the main YouTuber being Glitching Queen, the size of the map is going to be basically double the size of Fortnite, which is going to be about 6 miles. Because Fortnite, if it's a straight across line, just cut through the map sideways, is 3 miles long exactly. So I think that if Black Ops 4 Battle Royale is seriously going to be that big, and there's going to be land, air, and sea vehicles, if they play their cards right,
the lag.
It is going to be one of the best Battle Royales to date, I believe.
I have no clue what you said, but I can kind of understand it. That was so laggy, you started to sound like a robot.
Nah, good old Discord glitches. I've only been using Discord for like a week as well. I've only known this dude. Actually, no, not even that. I've only been using Discord for like 3 days.
You've known me for 3 days.
Yeah, we've literally known each other for 3 days, and we've already done like 2-hour-long podcasts with each other, and we've played games together for like a good, gotta be day and something now.
No, about maybe 2 to 3 days, because all day long we've been doing this.
No, because I always get on. I always get on at like 6, so probably about a day and a half.
I'd say 2.5, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, I really have nothing else to talk about. Do you have anything else to talk about that you want to quickly make like points of?
Oh crap!
Because otherwise, we're gonna end the podcast here.
There was something I was wanting to talk about earlier.
Spit it out, boy.
Nah, I forgot.
Okay. Well, then that is gonna be
just go ahead and end it.
that is gonna be the end of the second week podcast of the shadowslinger18 podcast. If you did go to enjoy this video, make sure to leave it a like, make sure to subscribe and
Talk
comment.
about Discord.
What?
Talk about Discord. We have a public Discord now.
Oh yes, we do have a public Discord now. Although I have barely any subscribers, there is a public Discord now. It's literally because I don't have imagination at all. Just called shadowslinger18 Discord, with the space and everything.
Just call it like the Shadow Clan or something.
I think I'm just gonna honestly rename it shadowslinger18 just so people can just type in my name and there it is. But there is a public Discord. If you guys want to join that, go right ahead. Actually, if you guys can wait a little bit, that'd be nice. I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking work it. Once again, 3 days on Discord, and I already have a public Discord. Yeah, you can teach me.
I will teach you.
But
I am your sensei.
But that's gonna be the end of the second podcast. As I said before, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That's always the best way to tell me if you want to see another podcast or any video for that matter. This has been shadowslinger18, and just say it.
Yeah.
Good enough. Okay. This has been shadowslinger18. Fuck me. Where is it? 1 second. I can't pull up OBS. Peace.